Can you call the roll, please?
Who isn't?
Director Scobie.
Here.
Director Rundy.
Here.
Director Hayes.
Here.
Director Roth.
Here.
Director Moore.
Here.
Director Gray.
Here.
And President Bradley.
Here, we have a quorum. I call the meeting order.
From the President, plans and specifications for letting number 8639, Penrose Park Comfort Station. Plans and specifications for letting number 8640, North Broadway Improvements, Thrush Avenue to Walter Avenue. Federal Project number STP 9900665, St. Louis, Missouri. Preliminary approval for letting number 8631, South Broadway Streetscape Phase 2, River de Pere to Cordes Street. Federal Project number STP 5401708, St. Louis, Missouri. Contract and bond for letting number 8624, Newstead Avenue Improvement, St. Louis Avenue to Natural Bridge Avenue. Federal Project number STP 5407615, St. Louis, Missouri. Contract and bond for letting number 8630, improvements to Tower Grove Park, Task 1, refurbish 3 comfort stations, Package 1, Old Comfort Stations, St. Louis, Missouri. A cooperation agreement for the construction, operation, and maintenance of River de Pere Greenway, Lansdowne to Francis Slay Park. Approval. Recommendation that emergency work orders issued for the month of January 2017 by the Department of the President and Facility Management Division, Board of Public Service, for emergency work and repairs requiring prompt attention be approved. Recommendation that the following emergency actions be approved as follows. For furnishing and erecting pre-engineering building for Central Industrial Garage Building B, 1218 Central Industrial Drive, St. Louis, Missouri. Power upgrades at gates E34, E36, E38, and E40, Lambert St. Louis International Airport, and Tilly's Park Pollinator Garden, St. Louis, Missouri. From the Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following permits for AT&T Missouri be approved, subject to certain conditions as follows. For manhole at 2752 Miami, bored to new 3 by 5 by 3 feet handhold at 2931 Miami. From 3 by 5 by 3 feet handhold, dig to new pad with fiber box. From handhold at 2831, bore fiber to rise pole at 2843 Miami. From manhole near 3822 Kings Highway, bore fiber to new 3 by 5 by 3 feet handhold at 4902 Mordale. From 3 by 5 by 3 feet handhold at 4902, dig to new 4 by 4 feet pad with fiber box. From handhold at 4902 Mordale, bore fibers to rise pole at same address. Bore from manhole at 3701 Rucker to pole at rear of 3701 Rucker. Contractor to bore from manhole at 1200 Spring to pole in rear of 1200 Spring to relocate cable from St. Louis University Hospital. Lane closure will be needed. For manhole at 6566 Winnebago, bore to new 3 by 5 by 3 feet handhold at 6555 Chippewa, at 6555 Place, 3 by 5 by 3 feet handhold. Dig 2 feet from handhold to new pad with fiber box. From handhold at South 6555, bore to new 13 by 19 by 12 inch handhold with fiber terms inside at F6555, etc. From manhole near 2900, bore to new 4 by 8 by 4 feet handhold at 2851 Gravois. From handhold, dig 1 feet to new 4 by 4 pad with fiber box. From handhold at 2851, bore to rise pole at same address. From manhole at 2154 Stansbury, bore to new 3 by 5 by 3 feet handhold at 2224 Chippewa. from new 3 by 5 by 3 feet handhold, 4 by 4 pad with fiber distribution box will place in ESMT from 2224 Chippewa, board to rise pole at same address, from handhold at 2224 rise, from 2224 board to rise pole at 3810 Indiana. From handhold placed at 2851 Gravois, dig to new 4 by 4 pad with fiber box, from handhold at 2851 board to rise pole at 2904 Magnolia. From manhole near 3107 California, board to new 4 by 8 by 4 feet handhold at 2710 Pestalozzi. In R/W, place new 4 by 8 by 4 feet handhold, 4 by 4 pad with new fiber box, from handhold at 2710 Pestalozzi, board 17 feet to rise pole at same address. From handhold at 4106 Taft, board to new 3 by 5 by 3 feet handhold at 4116. From handhold, dig to new 4 by 4 pad with fiber box. Handhold and box are being placed in ESMT. From handhold at 4116 Taft, board to rise pole at same address. From 4116 board to 4515 Gravois. Access manhole at 6900 Clayton and bore east to 6825 Clayton. Contractor to dig pit at 6825 Clayton to access cable, then bore east to 6825 Clayton. I'll work to provide service to 6825 Clayton. Lane closure will be needed. From handhold placed on A00HK5X to dig a new 4 by 4 pad with fiber box, from handhold at 2410 Pestalozzi, board to rise pole at same address. Start at existing AT&T manhole on Gravois at front of 7027 Gravois, bore south down Gravois, staying 4 feet off of east curb line. Turn and bore across Gravois and under sidewalk alongside 7027 Gravois. Then turn and enter side of building at 7027 Gravois. Starting at manhole 2080 AT&T to bore across the street to south side of CD Banks within right-of-way. Then bore along south side of CD Banks under sidewalk to 4134 CD Banks and 4151 CD Banks from North Sarah Phase 3 project. Starting at manhole 1137 AT&T to bore across the street to north side of Duncan within right-of-way, then bore along north side of Duncan under sidewalk to 4367 Duncan. Start at existing handhold at side of 2749 Shoto, bore and place new fiber cable east across Josephine Street. Turn north 1 feet off front of sidewalk in grass and bore and place handhold in grass. Turn east 1 feet off front of sidewalk in grass and bore, etc. From manhole across from 2816 South Grand, bore 168 feet to rise pole at side of same address at 3459 Halliday. Bore from pole to new 3 by 5 by 3 feet handhold. From handhold, dig to new 4 by 4 feet pad with fiber box. From handhold at 3459, board to rise pole at same address. From manhole near 2901 Wisconsin, board to new 3 by 5 by 3 feet handhold being placed in sidewalk at 1951 Crittenden. From handhold, dig to new 4 by 4 pad with fiber 340 feet to rise pole at rear of 2019 Crittenden. From handhold at 1951, bore 1 fiber 280 feet. Access manhole at 6025 Gravois, bore to 5701 Gravois access manhole at 5902 Morganford, board to 4150 Wilmington, access manhole at 4535 South Grand, and board to 3540 Taft. All work done to reinforce conduit to run. Lane closure will be needed. Recommendation that the following permits for Level 3 Communications LLC be approved, subject to certain conditions. To construct by boring and trenching 265 feet of underground conduit and 2 handholds in right-of-way along the south side of Lindell, east of Sarah at 4066 Lindell and 4050 Lindell. To construct by boring and trenching 400 feet of 1.25 inch and 50 feet of 2-inch underground conduit and install 148 by 48 by 36 handhole from 4301 Duncan across Duncan, then east to 4240. Recommendation that permit for charter communications starting at existing charter vault at northeast corner of Parkview Place and Oakview Place. Open cut east placing vault and sidewalk. Open cut driveway in rear of 1031 Highlands Plaza and place vault and sidewalk in near southwest corner. Recommendation that the following permits for Union Electric Company doing business as Ameren, Missouri be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. To install new conduit on St. Charles between 19th and 21st. To install a manhole and 240 feet of conduit in 39th Street and in the alley north of Vista at 39th Street and alley north of Vista. To set a pole in the alley of 1324 Russell Boulevard north of Ann. And to set a pole in the alley of 6667 Devonshire east of Panther. From the Director of Public Utilities and Public Safety, joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Miranda F. Pogue to consolidate land at 2143 and 2145 through 47 Geyer in City Block 1324 and Garden District Commissioner. To re-subdivide land at 4110 through 14 and 4116 Blaine in City Block 4970. From the Director of Streets, recommendation that permit for Dogtown Historical Society to encroach with stainless steel arch 100-inch by 108-inch, weighing 520 pounds on 2 concrete pillars in the medium at Clayton and Tam between Clayton and Wise be approved subject to certain conditions. Now we have the conditional uses.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and members of the board. My name is Michael Visentainer. I'm zoning planning examiner for the City of St. Louis, and I'll be representing the building commissioner at today's meeting. Per board order number 766, transmitted herewith is a recommendation for the following conditional use agenda application. Approval with conditions is recommended for one application at 3360 Union. Then per board order number 766, transmitted herewith are recommendations for the following conditional use agenda applications. Approval with conditions is recommended for 6 applications at 1464 Rowan, 4122 West Florissant, 4739 Natural Bridge, 2400 North Sarah, 1408 North Kings Highway, and 5390 Southwest. And denial is recommended for one application at 4613 Newberry Terrace.
Are there any questions on the conditional uses from the board? Seeing none, I'll take a motion, please.
Move to approve the recommendation 6 with conditions, 1 denied and 1 amendment.
Moved and seconded for approval. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie.
Aye.
Director Rundy.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Roth.
Aye.
Director Moore. Aye. Director Gray.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye. Conditional uses are approved. I'd like to ask you to consider the meeting minutes from last Tuesday, February 7th, 2017. Are there any questions or comments on the meeting minutes? Seeing none, I'll take a motion, please.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Second for approval. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie. Director Rundy.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Roth.
Aye.
Director Moore. Aye. Director Gray.
Abstain.
And President Bradley.
Aye. Minutes are approved. Today's agenda, questions or comments on the agenda?
Mr. President, this is just a small correction on page 3 under the recommendations of the Directors of Public Utilities and Public Safety. The second item, I think, should be Garden District Commission, not Commissioner, to re-subdivide.
Okay. Any other comments on the agenda or questions? Seeing none, I'll take a motion pending the correction.
Second.
Okay. Motion seconded to approve pending the correction. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie. Director Rundy.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Roth.
Aye.
Director Moore. Aye. Director Gray.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye. The agenda is approved. Motion for adjournment, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.